Libra Mercury, another air sign Mercury. Well, air signs are usually very intelligent in the Mercury position. When it comes to Libra, they are like the most charming. They can just melt you away with what they have to tell you. They pick up on the vibe and they know how to banter back and forth intellectually. They want everything to be very fair and balanced. So with their opinions about things, they might seem like they flip-flop on issues because they're always playing devil's advocate, like always. They like to see both sides of everything. Actually, they kind of have to see both sides of everything. They're always in search for that perfectly balanced answer, not too extreme either way, the perfect compromise of both sides. This is what makes them great negotiators, social icebreakers. I think of that character in Hitch. Yeah, that totally was a Mercury Libra there. Lawyers, relationship gurus, publicists, psychologists, diplomats, counselors, anyone that needs to see both sides of things, or at least understand both sides of things. Libra is all about the other. So when you put intellect in terms of the other, then it makes for somebody that's sometimes obsessed with fixing other people. They're always trying to find the answer, how to give other people what they need, especially in terms of relationships. If they have two friends that are fighting, they're going to feel a need to be in the middle and to find a compromise between the two. They are very cautious with their words. It doesn't seem like it. It doesn't always appear that way unless there's conflict. And then all of a sudden, your usual charming, cool guy self will just start slowing down and really thinking about every single word you say. Libra Mercuries are very aware of those mental landmines, and they do not want to step on one. They are the ultimate objective thinker. They think in terms of compromise and comparisons and balance, symmetry. For instance, if they live in a super Christian town, then they might see the value of being an atheist. If they live in an area that is very free of religion, they might see the value of being a Christian. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're always trying to kind of balance out their environment. They're very helpful to all the rest of us because they help us to figure out how to think and to kind of take the emotion out of it for a second and to really just think more logically and objectively. Because there's other signs that are objective, but they're just not nearly as charming. So really the only one that can warm us up enough to think objectively is going to be a Libra Mercury. You're our only hope in that. Good luck. A Libra Mercury wants to know everyone because they see everyone as equal. They want to have a conversation with everyone. But of course, the downside of that is that you probably have more superficial friends and you don't really know as many people on a deep level because, well, how do you choose one over another? You see everybody as valuable. So how and why would you pick your friends? Actually, that's a really good question for a Libra Mercury. How did you pick your best friends? Even though a Libra Mercury is very objective, they are also very positive. They believe that there's a compromise out there. They believe that everyone can get along better. They're setting themselves up for a big challenge, but sometimes they succeed. One of the downsides is that you always want to see yourself and be seen as the good guy. You never want to be the bad guy. With certain times, you might find that being the bad guy is really the best option. And so don't be afraid to go there. Like if you're a parent, you're going to have to discipline. It's just part of the package. And because of this also, Libra Mercuries don't usually want jobs that center around criticizing others or being kind of like mean to other people, like firing people. I mean, that would be just like the worst job. Even hiring people might be hard because you have to pick who's better, who's more qualified. Could cause kind of an existential crisis. Because a Libra is always constantly doing this, going back and forth, they are usually slow to make decisions. A logical mind is often fast at making decisions, you would think, but because of the kind of flip-flopping from side to side, the devil's advocate, they're like playing chess against themselves. So it's going to take a while. They often have kind of a try-anything approach to life, like every idea has validity to it because somebody values it. So if they value it, there must be something to it. You might feel very stressed as a Libra Mercury until you realize that it's okay to disagree. It's okay to believe something. It's okay to have conflict. And it's okay for everyone to not like you. I was just talking to a Libra Mercury and she went on and on for 2 hours about people that were just causing all this drama in her life. And the one thing she just couldn't seem to do was walk away. I hope she's doing better now. A Libra's voice, how would you know it was a Libra Mercury? Well, their voice is usually like that disc jockey kind of a radio voice. They often have a very slick, kind of popular tone, like they know the lingo to say in the right environment to sound like a local. They sound like your best friend. They sound approachable. They sound likable. They're like the cool guy at the bar. And their voice changes depending on who they're talking to. All right, Libra Mercuries, hope you like my take on this position and come back for the next video. Subscribe.